で、小峰さんが戻ってきて早々、全員が集められたのはなぜなのかしら。
それから、どうして制服を着て教室集合なのかもね。
Immediately after returning from the hospital with Sachi, I arranged for all of our dorm mates to gather in the classroom, resulting in this admittedly justifiable barrage of questions. I'm sorry to say not ceremonial, but this is something as a formal report, so I figured it couldn't hurt to have an appropriate setting.
正式な報告?
Yeah, in order to ensure Mahama Academy remains a harmonious living environment for everyone here, there's something I need to announce to all of you immediately.
ふむふむ、話は分かったわ。で、その正式な報告ってのは一体何なの?
Well, to get straight to the point, I guess. Sachi and I are dating now. What? We are? Since when?
Huh?
Did I miss some scenes?
Huh?
Hey, I'm just as confused as you.
Huh?
No need to repeat it. I draw Sachi up to my side by the waist and say what needs to be said and wait. The classroom goes dead silent for a very long moment. Our four classmates, scattered randomly across the room, stare at us, a range of uncomprehending and quizzical expressions frozen on their faces. Kind of like how they always are. In the end, the first to break the increasingly awkward stalemate is Sachi herself, surprisingly.
あまり驚かれていないみたいですね。はあ、いや、十分すぎるほど驚いてるってば。その割には皆さん落ち着かれているように見えたのですが。落ち着いてたっていうか、びっくりして言葉が出なかっただけなんだけどね。私なんて冗談抜きで心臓が止まりかけたんだから。そうなのよ。ただでさえ危ういチルチルの脳細胞に血がいかなくなって、さらに残念なことになるところだったのよさ。そうよそうよ。
バカにされてることに気づかないところは確かに残念ね。
Okay, mature is one thing, but I didn't really expect the rest of you to have trouble getting your heads around this.
いや、言葉の意味は把握してるんだけど、なんていうか、いろいろ唐突すぎてさ。最近、二人の仲が良かったのは知っていたのだけど、ここまでの展開はさすがに予想してなかったのよさ。
そうね。今日がエイプリルフールだとしても、タチの悪い冗談だわ。
Hold it, Sakaki. Okay, two things. One, it's July. And two, what are you planning to do with that?
それはあなたの返答次第ね。
Alright. I'll say this again as unambiguously as I can. Sachi and I really are dating. It's not a joke. Not pulling your leg. You know, the happy music's playing in the background. Sachi brought that along. It was her own mixtape, actually. So you know something happy happened. I want to declare the matter in the simplest possible terms. A brief silence settles on the classroom for a second time in the last few minutes.
小峰さん、風見くんの言っていることは本当なの？
はい、実は先ほど病院からの帰り道で。
Ah, here we go. Okay, then Sachi asked for that important discussion.
はい。
I want you to be my girlfriend. That alright with you?
はい、風見さんがそうおっしゃるのでしたら。
Oh, it was just too easy. I feel bad.
ということがありまして。
That's not much of an outline.
で、サッチンは2つ返事で OK した後？
You know, somehow I knew she just couldn't say no.
そうだね。なあ、サッカー部に入らないか？まあ、お前がそう言うなら、みたいなノリは。
That's great.
ですが、実際にそういうノリでしたし。 いや、ノリがそうだったとしても、それくらいの気持ちで OK しちゃっていいの？というと？ほら、付き合うってことは恋人になるってことでしょ？そう考えたら、普通は好きな者同士っていうのが基本じゃない？
Hey, I'm all very interesting.
はい、それはあまねさんの言う通りだと思います。
ならズバリ聞くけれど、小峰さんは風見くんのことをどう思っているの？
Yeah, what do you think of me?
風見さんのことは嫌いではありませんよ。
Better than nothing, I guess. Take what I can get.
じゃあ好きなのかしら？
That girl doesn't have a thought of her own in her head.
それはよくわかりません。
What'd I tell you? The moment those words leave Sachi's mouth, the tense atmosphere in the classroom softens rapidly.
わからないか。
ユージの隣に席を移した時も同じようなこと言ってたし、それが正直なところなんじゃないの？
だとしたらひとまずは安心かもしれないわね。
I hope you're right on that one. And the aggressive inquisitors, who'd seemed just about ready to physically go for my throat a minute ago, nod in apparent satisfaction. I don't quite follow, but does this mean none of you have any objections? Speak now or forever hold your peace. That was really just more of a saying. I didn't really want you to do it.
今のあんたはサチが頼み事を断れないいい子だってことを利用して交際を迫ってるようなもんなのよ。
Machiru caught on very quickly. I'm not holding the gun to her head, am I?
たとえそうだとしても。
Hey Sachi, if you don't like this idea, I'm completely fine with you turning me down, alright? I mean, you can be honest. So keeping that in mind, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Are you willing to be my girlfriend?
はい、私は風見さんとお付き合いをすることが嫌なわけではありませんから。
Alrighty. Straight from the maid's mouth.
くー、だからってそういう聞き方は卑怯よ。
Okay, let me ask you something. How would a fair romance work exactly? Pursuing someone romantically means trying to monopolize their affection. Of course, you use everything you can to try and get a foot in the door. It's fundamentally selfish in a way. I don't see any real difference between my strategy here and, say, your tsundere thing that you do. Or Mane and her chest blubber attacks. I mean, am I wrong? Everyone has their own routes to get inside the door there. This is just my own route.
なんだろう。言ってることはめちゃくちゃなはずなのに、この妙な説得力は。
でも。
Alright. I'm not unsympathetic to your complaints. If you feel Sachi's consent is not enough under the circumstances, I'll provide you with an even better argument. I was gonna save this one for later.
そんなものがあったのよ。
Oh, don't I always? Truth is, I've kept this quiet up until now, but,
言ったんだが
Sachi and I are childhood friends. Shut up. And so the third silence settles on the classroom.
じゃあしょうがないかも。
I guess not.
松島さん、どうしてこんな理由で説得されているのよ。
It's the classic trope, you know? The childhood friend falling in love with each other.
だって幼馴染って言ったらツンデレよりメジャーどころじゃない。
そういう問題か。
Friendships often blossom into romance, like a flower blooms in the spring.
サチンお兄ちゃんの言ってることは本当なのよ。
はい、私と風見さんは幼い頃にしばらく一緒に遊んでいたことがありました。
Incidentally, back then we called each other Sachin and Yukun.
ゆうくん。
What's wrong with that?
榊さんが照れてどうするの？
Well,
榊さんが照れてどうするの？
I
榊さんが照れてどうするの？
kept this quiet up until now, but
だって幼馴染って言ったらツンデレよりメジャーどころじゃない。
だって幼馴染って言ったらツンデレよりメジャーどころじゃない。
That's not all. No, there's more. If you call now, back in the day, we kissed on a regular basis. We did?
正確には唇対頬で
Ah,
したの
okay.
で、キスというよりはチューと呼んだ方がいいかもしれません。
Still, it was physical, intimate contact.
チューがサッチンはロリってた頃も大胆だったんだな。
これが若気の至りというものでしょうか。ちょっと若すぎるけどね。
So anyway, put a romantic spin on all this, and you could call it a miracle that Sachi and I were reunited here. Right?
奇跡だなんてそんなのただの偶然だわ。
Yeah, that's probably a more apt expression. I mean, you can call it whatever you want, but the odds of us meeting again were incredibly low, probably millions to one. Yet, here we are. If that's not fate, then I don't know what it is. Also, how romance starts off isn't the most important thing. What matters is how you grow into it, you know? Starting's easy, anyone can say I love you or be my girlfriend or boyfriend, but it's how you work out a relationship and what direction you take it in. That shows the true measure of character.
紡いでいく?
Yes. I know Sachi probably doesn't have clear romantic feelings for me just yet. But when I found her, she'd been waiting for me in the pouring rain for an entire day, without even an umbrella. I've been thinking things over seriously ever since then, and, well, I made up my mind. I want to see her happy. I'm gonna make that happen. Whatever it takes. Whatever I have to do, whatever mountain I must climb, I will do so for Sachi. And then, when the route's over and I completely forget she existed, I'll do that for another person. I'll protect Sachi to the extent she's comfortable with. I won't make her regret becoming my girlfriend, oh no. I can promise you people that. Still have a problem? Find someone who can make her happier than I can, and I'll gladly step aside. But not until then. Seems I've reduced Amane to illiterate grunts.
だってユージにそこまで言われたら、そう言ってもらえなかった私たちは何も言えなくなっちゃうじゃない。
I'll be fair, I haven't gotten to all of you yet. Especially you two. Amane's tone of voice is vaguely sulky. Not unexpected in her case, but I'm slightly surprised to see Sakaki and Michiru showing similarly mixed emotions on their faces.
つまりお兄ちゃんにここまで言わせたサッチンの勝ちってことだな。
勝ち？
サッチンは風見雄二という男を奪い合う戦いに見事勝利したのよ。
そうなんだ。
Okay, let's try this again. You want to accept our relationship as it is.
お前らそこんとこどうなのよ。ここまで言われたら認めるしかないんじゃない？
そうね。
私もそう思う。
ということらしいのよさ。
Thanks for the summary, but what about you, Makina?
私はもともと聞き分けのいい良い子だからあまりとやかく言うつもりはないのよさ。ただしもし私の可愛いサッチンが泣くようなことがあったらすぐに異議申し立てをさせてもらうのよ。
Sounds about right.
ならよろしい。ねえあまね、なんだか私マキナがすっごい大人に見えてきたんだけど。
I don't know why I have to run all this by these people anyway. It's what I do in my own personal life and what Sachi does in her own personal life should be none of these guys' business.
うん。
Seems like I've managed to persuade them for the time being. Alright then, looks like we're pretty much done here. Sachi and I are gonna head out now. You know, maybe catch a flick, get a bite to eat.
というと、この後も何か予定が？
Oh, I did actually. I want to talk some stuff over, now that things are official. Alright, later, let's go, Sachi. Sach? Don't do that.
もう その恋人に対してギョイって返事はどうなのよ。
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Machiro on that one.
しかも2人が幼馴染だったなんてね。
確かに言いたいことは山ほどあるわ。でも時にはああいう強引さが人を癒すのかもしれないわね。
After heading out on the roof with Sachi in tow, I leaned back against the tall wire fence and exhale. Whew, I've been waiting to exhale for so long. That's a good movie. Our classmates' reactions were a little unpredictable, but in the end I managed to get their consent, if not approval. With our relationship established, I'll be able to spend more time around Sachi without it seeming unnatural. Simply being there should be a good first step. What? What's wrong? Sachi stands at my side with typically excellent posture, staring off vaguely into the distance as if lost in thought. I sort of threw things into a commotion the instant you got out of the hospital, didn't I? Are you feeling alright?
はい、3日もお休みをいただいたので、体はすっかり元通りです。
Good, good. Is that a fact?
はい。
Even so, she responds to my question immediately, turning towards me with a pleasant smile on her face. To be sure, that's all complete standard Sachi, but the way she was gazing off absent-mindedly instead of waiting attentively for her next orders is a little unusual. Also, I know it's a little late in the game, but sorry about springing the whole girlfriend thing on you out of nowhere.
いえ、そんなことはありません。風見さんにそう言っていただけるのはとても嬉しいことですから。
Happy, huh? If this what Sachi calls happiness now was really something deserving of the name, I don't think I would have gotten this worried about her. At the moment, she's buried her feelings so deep that she can't even give herself a straight answer about whether she likes me. But for the same reason, becoming a formal couple should be a meaningful development. Anyway, I know it must seem sudden, but I meant what I said to the others. Now that we're dating, I'm gonna put real effort into being your boyfriend. That's a promise. Fair warning, I'm planning to give you a few pushes forward to help you be yourself.
私が私でいられるようにというのは何やら哲学的なお話ですね。
I can't be you for you. You have to be you for you. I'm not gonna explain yet. We'll just have to wait and see.
なるほど。風見さんなりのサプライズというわけですね。
Something like that. Get a bit excited?
はい。今の風見さんなら俺は総理大臣になると言っても驚きません。
You really should be. Okay, look, there's no point in acting surprised now, okay?
なるほど。なかなかタイミングが難しいです。
If in casual, aimless conversations like this, Sachi's self-imposed rules regularly assert themselves. No matter what happened in the past, she's a student at Mahama Academy now. In that case, we may as well get her a few appropriate memories to remember her student life by, right? I think that what Sachi needs more than anything else right now, I mean, I'm not going to solve all of her problems, but it's a necessary start. Okay, here's the thing. Now that we're in a relationship, there's 3 things I want you to try and do for me, Sachi, okay? Just 3. Not 4,
そ
3.
れはズバリ風見さんの性欲、愛欲、肉欲を満たすことですね。
We got a long way to go. Not only are you spectacularly wrong, but all 3 of those mean the exact same thing.
では、
Number 1. Try to spend as much time with me as you can, within reason.
なるべくということは、寝るときやトイレ、お風呂の時間以外と考えていいのでしょうか。
Roughly, yeah, but I'm not looking to establish any hard and fast rules here. Don't think too hard about these, okay?
わかりました。
Sachi closes her eyes and nods slightly to herself in a familiar gesture. Come to think of it, this probably signifies the moment where she binds herself to a new precept. Okay, second up.
はい。
From now on, I want you to try and actively think about the reasons behind things.
理由を考えるです。
That's right. Remember that time a while back when Machiro asked you to bring her a metal bat?
それは
Oh, that was a long
風
time
見
ago.
さんと一緒に大浴場のお掃除をした日のことですよね。
I know. Yes, it was. The echo still hasn't left my ears. But at the time, you told me you weren't interested in the reason Machiro wanted the bat, but I think you'd be better off showing a little more curiosity about things like that. I mean, for one thing, some effort in that department should help cut down on those weird misunderstandings you're always making.
なるほど、納得です。
Alright. As for number 3, generally speaking, I want you to observe my behavior carefully.
すみません。それはどういう意味でしょう？
Oh, I was going to. As your boyfriend, I'm going to spend a lot of time with you. We'll do plenty of things together and talk a lot more than we used to. So as my girlfriend, I'd like you to actively make note of how I act in any given situation. I know you might not understand at the moment. That's fine. But I think it's going to be helpful down the road. It'll help you.
わかりました。それなら風見さんの一挙手一投足をこの目にしっかりと焼き付けておくようにします。
I don't know if you go that far. You do that though. So far, so good, I think. If these rules function properly, which I have undoubtedly certain they will not at some point, the time we spend together should prove beneficial to Sachi. That's all I want to say, but do you have any questions on your end, Sachi?
では、一つ質問があるのですが。
Okay, shoot.
はい。実は先ほどからずっと気になっていたのですが。
I know what you're gonna ask. You want to know my shoe size so you can buy me some nice shoes. It's 10 and a half, I'll have you know.
風見さんの私に対する呼び方は、サチからサッチにシフトしたのでしょうか。
I was thinking how unusual it was for you to be staring off in the distance, but you were worrying about that of all things?
何を言うんですか、風見さん。呼び名は日常生活はもちろん作戦行動下においてもそれなりに重要な役割を担っているポイントですよ。もし風見さんのコードネームがマッドハッターではなくみちる様だったら通信のたびに嘲笑がこぼれ仕事どころではなくなるはずです。
Boy, you really overthink these things, don't you? No, Machiro would bite your leg if she heard that. But considering the Machiro-sama incident, this does seem to be a fairly important point to Sachi. Alright, if it's that big a deal to you, I'll think it over carefully.
よろしくお願いします。
That said, the nickname before was a completely spur-of-the-moment thing, and Sachi has always worked pretty well for me. Alright, I think I'm gonna stick with Sachi after all. I mean, it's what I'm used to at this point. You know, why fix what isn't broken?
わかりました。それでは逆に私はこれから風見さんのことを何とお呼びしたらいいでしょう。
You can call me Big K. Well, let's see. Well, the way she is now, Sachi'd probably call me Oni-chan or Darling without even batting an eyelid if I asked. Might be something worth taking advantage of since I have the chance. Alright, from now on, why don't you call me Yukun? The way you used to?
これは心がけ2にも関わる質問なのですが、風見さんはそちらの方がお好みということなのでしょうか。
Yeah, I guess. It's kind of nostalgic and first names feel more natural for a couple, don't you think?
なるほど。ゆうくんにはそんな効果があったんですね。
If you like, I can call you Sachan myself. Ooh, she liked that one.
その場合、あまねさんとの被りが懸念されますが、風見さんのご希望ということであれば、私は首を縦に振るだけです。
Alright, understood. As always, she's seriously awkward when it comes to expressing what she really wants. And we can work on that.
ギギギギ、私の名前で笑いが巻き起こるだなんて。サチと一度私有を決する必要がありそうね。
やめときなって、みちるが絶対負けるんだから。
ぐー。
それより 普通にいい雰囲気だったのは気のせいかしら。
ああ、それは確かにね。なんか覗き見るのも悪い気がしてくるくらいだったかも。
Oh, you naughty girl, spying on me like that?
だから私は最初から言ってるのよさ。
You're
お前
here
ら
too.
を心配しすぎなだけだって。
ちょっとマキナ、あんたユージのことをお兄ちゃんって呼ぶくらい気に入ってるくせに、何一人だけ大人ぶってるのよ。
いいチルチル、人は常に成長する生き物なのよ。成長しないのは歩みを止めた人間とチルチルの胸くらいのものなのよさ。
God. Machina. So savage.
あんたも泣かず、いつか絶対泣かせてやるんだから。やめときなって。逆に泣かされるのが目に見えてるんだから。負けるな私。
Don't let them bring you down, me. What is this game? Well, with that, the video will come to a close now, and I will see you all next time. So take it easy.